Welcome back to Unfiltered with Dan Bongino. As I said, liberals pay for keeps. We got rhinos playing for positive coverage in the Washington Post. Joining me now is Fox News contributor and investigative reporter, journalist Sara Carter. Sara, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Oh, it's so great being with you, Dan. Thanks so much. I look forward to unraveling the Susan Hennessy mystery, which I don't think is really much of a mystery. Like I always say, in Washington, D.C., I don't believe in coincidences like this. So I think it's very important. I think it's important for the viewers to understand the kind of bureaucratic, the bureaucratic swamp that we're dealing with here.
It's just stunning, Sara, that this woman was promoting a debunked, discredited, nonsense hoax based on a fictional pee-pee tape overseas and a foreign spy with very little credibility anymore. And instead of, running from the public spotlight forever in embarrassment, she gets a job in the DOJ paid for by our taxpayer dollars. Again, it's not personal. I've never met her. I don't know if you ever did. It's not personal. I don't want to pay for people who promote hoaxes.
Right, I don't either, but she was quite successful at her operation, if that's what it was. Look, she worked with Igor Danchenko at Brookings. You already mentioned Benjamin Wittes. All those connections are there. I feel like remember like in the TV show 24, where Claire has like the board and all of these strings attached to all of these different people? Yeah. I can't imagine that there wasn't a discussion that they didn't understand that Christopher Steele was receiving Russian disinformation from a man by the name of Igor Danchenko, who the FBI had actually had under a counterintelligence surveillance investigation in the past. They hid that from the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. Susan Hennessy was more than willing to spread all of those lies. And even when the FBI in 2017, Dan, actually questioned Danchenko, he was just like, I have no idea why Christopher Steele would have used that information I gave him in that dossier. It was hearsay. He mischaracterized my sources. Yet here was the main subsource, the main source for Christopher Steele's false dossier against a sitting U.S. president that was duly elected by the American people. So the fact that all of these people, Susan Hennessy and others as well, are getting jobs in the Biden administration just tells me that they did what they were supposed to do, spread lies. And that is what frightens me more than anything, the weaponization of the DOJ.
Here's the stunning part. I mean, really, the temerity of these people. Here's Wittes jumping to Susan Hennessy's defense. Maybe he saw the clip on my podcast where I was exposing this scandal of appointing. I don't know why he's doing this. Maybe he got wind you and I'd be on the air together. You know how dangerous that can be, right? He says, quote, this is Wittes defending Hennessy. Did she comment that Christopher Steele was a person whose work intelligence professionals take seriously? Yes. Again, this was hardly a radical or partisan statement. No, it's a hilarious statement, Sara. Steele wasn't taken seriously by his own sources, who told them, hey, he published that stuff? That was just bar talk. I didn't mean this to start some international investigation. This is a joke.
Right. You're absolutely right. And he did. I did read that. And I did wonder, why did he put that out right now? I guess he's trying to defend Lawfare Blog and Susan Hennessy at the same time, maybe hoping that people won't really pay attention to what's going on here because the mud is so thick and it's so murky, most people can't see through it. But I think the important thing that you brought up, Dan, was the fact that, all of these people worked in collusion to target a U.S. president, right? To focus in on an administration, target him, waste taxpayer dollars in doing so. But think about what they did. All of them, including James Clapper, Brennan, James Comey, Andy McCabe, all of these same names, they all did what Susan Hennessy did. And they were never held accountable for what they did to this country and for what they did to the Constitution. And, by the way, Carter Page.
Yeah, no, Sara, that's right. We need accountability. Thanks for staying on this story. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining me.